Hey guys, if you're rewatching, if you're like rewatching the stream after it's done, what's up? Um, this shit, my childhood, bro. Like I grew up on this, bro. I grew up partly on the CGI one, but like when I was like 6, I think I started watching the real life model versions. Yeah, uh, yeah. At first when I was, well, hold on, I think I was like 5 when I watched the CGI ones, and then when I was like 7 to 10 years old, I watched yeah, model versions. Way better. Yeah. Well, Thomas is Thomas. Oh, dude. Thomas is so good. I used to be obsessed with trains, bro. Yeah, I doubt anyone's gonna join. I cut off most of the friends that were joining these streams. So, I wanna see. Edward is fire, bro. This live is probably gonna get a copyright strike. The Scott Pilgrim live got a copyright strike. Which is why you can't rewatch the Scott Pilgrim stream, which sucks because. Alright. Since he's British, when I was younger, I didn't know what like half of the words he said mean, like the big words. I didn't know what boasting meant. Shunting, bro, that was so far. Shunting. Oh my god. Hey Horizon. No one won't play Fortnite. I'm so tempted. I'm so peak. What? Hold on. What kind of maniac of a milk owner ships milk by train? That's a good question. A freight train. A freight train. Gordon has a point there. Where did it go? I used to watch a lot of the. If you've ever watched GWR Studios, I watched him a lot, and he like pointed out all the mess ups in the episode, like the small ones too. But yeah, it's funny. Weren't you just saying you're like the strongest engine there, and now you can't do it? Okay, buddy. Okay, bro. Gordon's big ass. I was banned from streaming for a while. It was a 5-second stream of my face, and I was banned from it because it was like, oh, 13-year-old can't be recorded. Which is, obvious YouTube rules, but, stupid things. Oh. Why does bro have James's face on him right now, bro? A new coat of paint doesn't mean smartest engine, bro. You know what? Hold on. Because, bro, this, I just can't watch Thomas without complaining, so I'm gonna make this guy do it for me. Because now that, like, I watched him, like, I always see his, always see the things he pointed out. What's it called? Oh my god. What's it called? Hold on. W. Oh, bro. It's sad that he's just not, he doesn't upload anymore. That's really sad. Soto Profiles was so fire. Kind of want to rewatch that, but this was more my childhood. This, yeah. I watched this more than anything. I'm gonna do that. So yeah, hold on. We just watched. Well, I watched that. So we just watched the first two. Guess what? Chicken butt. What? Watch this. That voice. I hit 1K. That's fire, bro. Wow. I don't know why bro wouldn't move. It stopped raining, dog. I actually don't get, like, why wouldn't you come out of the tunnel? I forgot the reason. That was a short-ass video. Damn. These videos felt so long. They're like 5 minutes. I remember when I was younger, they felt so much longer. Insane work. Oh. But then, are you asking me or Horizon? Because I don't know what Horizon watches. Hold on. Mhm. What do you upload, bro? I mean, anyways. Insane work. He's just that happy, bro. Henry's just that happy, bro. No. Hello, welcome to my channel, bro. but part of that, dude, man, that this whole thing was fire. I remember him. Hold on, dude. The collection videos, so fire. Episodes, oh dude. He had a wooden railing collection. That's crazy. Bachman, dude. I cannot even guess how much those trains must have costed, bro. Those had to cost him like a fortune, dog. Well, actually, it was 8 years. Damn. 8 years ago. Damn. This guy's videos were so interesting to me. I don't know why. I don't know why, bro. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna watch Soto profiles. I always rewatch these from like every 2 years probably.
How's it going, everyone? This is GWR Studios.
It's like I never left, bro.
I'm proud to announce a brand new series, Sodor Profiles. Have you ever watched the Thomas the Tank Engine show and thought it looked pretty realistic? I can remember watching the show back in the day, and I used to think these were real trains, like they actually existed. Well, believe it or not, most, if not all of the Thomas characters are based off of engines that existed in real life.
Whoa.
But it doesn't stop there. Even some of the classic scenes from the show are based off of real locations from British Railways. And what's even more crazy is that some of the crashes are based off of things that happened in real life. The man who wrote the original
I recreated some of the crashes with my toy trains sometimes.
besides the fact that they were talking trains, of course, the Reverend wanted his stories to have some substance to them, so he based his stories off real life events and real life engines. Some of these engines are still around today, while others have sadly been scrapped.
Womp.
I'm joking! So in this series, I'm going to be taking a closer look at each of the Thomas characters, and I'm going to tell you more about them. What engines were they based off, and are they still around today? Well, to celebrate reaching 30,000 subscribers, I'm announcing this new series. And to kick it off, let's start with the number one engine, Thomas the Tank Engine. So first off, who is Thomas the Tank Engine? Well, Thomas is a little blue tank engine that lives on the island of Sodor. Thomas is a kind engine, and he usually gets along with everybody. But there are times he's a little cheeky, and he teases the other engines. Wake up, lazy bones. Why don't you work hard like me? Although Thomas is a hard worker, he sometimes gets himself into trouble. Send this in ashes. But fortunately, his friends are always there to help him out. So what are some of the jobs that Thomas does on the island of Sodor? Well, in the very first episode, Thomas's job was to collect coaches for the bigger engines. But as the series continued, Thomas took on other jobs, including pulling passenger trains, pulling troublesome trucks, and even pulling the mail train. Thomas is undeniably the most popular character on the show. After all, his name is in the title, and he's also the number one engine. But what a lot of people don't know is that Thomas was based off of an engine that existed in real life.
It's like common knowledge, I think. Like, bro, you didn't know that? Like, who are you,
Now,
bro?
what I'm about to show you is the only existing footage of the real-life Thomas the Tank Engine.
Only existing footage of a tank engine, bro.
Over
I remember doing a whole presentation on, bro.
Railway created the E2 class steam locomotive.
E2 class,
In
yeah.
this rare video, we can see one of the tank engines in action. This is the real-life Thomas the Tank Engine.
Real.
And although there's no face, it's not hard to tell that this is Thomas the Tank Engine. Another thing
No,
worth
no
mentioning,
shit.
look at the background. Do you see those cranes? Don't they look similar to Cranky the Crane from the TV show? And look what Thomas is pulling. It's the troublesome truck.
Real.
Only 10 of these engines were ever created. They were built between 1913 and 1960. Even the boat at the docks looks like the one from the TV show. It's amazing that this video even exists today. The E2 class steam locomotives were used mainly for shunting, but they would also pull short-distance freight trains. They even pulled passenger trains from time to time. These are the same types of jobs that Thomas did in the TV show. So you might be wondering, where are these engines today? Well, although the engines operated from the 1910s up until the early 1960s, they were eventually replaced with diesel locomotives. The future of the E2s didn't look too bright, and by 1963, all of the E2s were scrapped.
Damn.
Not a single one exists today.
God damn.
Thomas was so sad he nearly cried. But the story doesn't end here. Although the real-life Thomas the Tank engines were scrapped, a man known as the Reverend W. Audrey wrote a book called Thomas the Tank Engine. And as you can clearly see by this illustration, Thomas was based off of the E2 locomotive. The Reverend was so passionate about his storytelling that he even made a model
No, that's cool.
of the island of Sodor.
You're Thomas fan. That's cool. Yeah.
From 1962, where he's talking about how he created Thomas the Tank Engine.
I have a railway background. Quite naturally, the interest transferred itself to my son, and when he was ill with measles at the age of 3, it was most natural for me to tell him stories about trains.
So when the Reverend's son was sick with the measles, he would tell him stories about trains. Little did he know that these stories would one day change the world.
I bet his names on the spur of the moment. Edward, Lord, Henry, so on.
These ended up being some of the
Thomas the Tank Engine is so fire.
42 books about Thomas the Tank Engine and his friends. In 1984, Thomas received his very own TV show, which would transform Thomas into a cultural icon. And although the original Thomas no longer exists, they built a new Thomas that you can ride. It even talks to you. Hello,
I rode that once. Back when I lived in California, I rode that. I got to ride it and it was fire. I was like 6. I was like 5 probably. But yeah, I remember that. That was longer than his usual videos. Hold on, how long was that? 7 minutes? Man, he only made 3 of these? I swear he made a Gordon one. I swear he made a Gordon one. I don't really care about the other 2, but the first one was fire. I don't know. I don't really know. Yeah. This, yeah. Nah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude. I'm gonna watch this, because just listening to this guy yap is so fun. It's so... Good films. So real. Ugh. Chamoy. I just realized no one's watching. If a tree falls in the forest, no one's around to hear it. A tree even fall in the first place?
how's it going, everyone? This is GWR Studios, and today we are going to be finding some goofs in Thomas and the Magic Railroad. In this video, I'm going to find all the mistakes made throughout the film, and I'm also going to give you my opinion on it. So without further ado, let's get started. Hello, I'm Mr. Conductor, and I'm going to tell you a story about trains
Hey, Speedy.
far apart and magic railroad that brought them together. So at the beginning of the movie, the narrator, or Mr. Conductor, introduces us to Thomas and Sodor. Meet Thomas. He's our number one hero. Thomas is running late to the station, and here comes the first goof. If we look at Thomas, we can see that his cab doors are missing.
Has he ever had cab doors? I don't think he's ever had cab doors.
So as Mr. Conductor tells us about Thomas and Sodor, we see different scenes of the trains working hard, and here comes the next goof. Listen closely to the engines talking to the steam. Did you figure it out? Jane says hello to Thomas, but Thomas is nowhere to be seen. So we continue to see the engines working hard on the railway. Mr. Conductor says he enjoys working on Sodor. By the invitation of Sir Thomas Allen. Sodor, but Thomas is running a little bit late. Gordon counts the seconds that Thomas is late. 5, 6, 7.
6, 7.
Thomas shows up at the station. Now this next goof is incredibly bad. I can't believe I never noticed it. Take a look at Gordon's cylinder. Look at the big chunk missing out of it. This is Thomas's first time on the big screen, and you use a model of Gordon with a chipped cylinder? That's a really bad goof.
Insane work.
How many seconds late you are? So Gordon's a jerk to Thomas, and he tells him to read the sign. The sign
Dick.
says Sodor Railway, really reliable and right on time. But did you ever look at Thomas's eyes while he was reading the sign? He's reading it backwards. Really? Gordon that he has to meet Mr. Conductor. I'm meeting Mr. Conductor. As it turns out, Sir Thomas Mack's on holiday, and Mr. Conductor is watching over things while he's gone. But then, without a moment's notice, a diesel flies through the station, kicking up dust
Dick.
all over Thomas and Gordon. But did you notice that
Dick.
Thomas shifted a little bit? Right after Diesel 10 goes by and the cloud of dust flies in the air, Thomas moves to the left. Unless you're looking for the scoop, it's not very easy to spot. So the diesel is horrified. We find out from Thomas
Diesel 10's back.
Diesel 10, and he hates steam engines. But my question is, where did Diesel 10 come from? I mean, just a Go to where Mr. Conductor lives, Shining Time. And this is where we hear the first song of the movie. Okay, this is not Shining Time Station. This is what Shining Time Station really looks like. Not only did they get the shape of the building wrong, but they also got the color wrong. So we see
How do you get the whole entire fucking color wrong?
first time.
Hey, maybe it's a different Shining Time.
People are doing such random things at a train station. I mean, we got a guy juggling, some girl throwing bats back and forth, I guess. And who carries a fishbowl with them to a train station? He looks like he's gonna drop it. So now we know how old this movie is. There's a telephone booth in it. Now, there's a lot of people that make fun of this song, but it's really not that bad. It kind of welcomes you to the station, and it gives you a feel for where Mr. Conductor lives. But I still don't understand how Mr. Conductor did this. I guess he can just move things with the movement of his hands. So in the very next scene, we come back to the island of Sodor. And of course, there's another goof. In this shot of Thomas, we can see his wheels move a little bit, and then they just kind of slide on the rails. Again, how do you mess this up? This is Thomas's first movie, and you can't even get a rolling shot of Thomas right. So Thomas heads off to Tidman's sheds. At the sheds, we see that James is already there, and he's trying to shoo a fly away. Now, if you look at Thomas's door, you'll notice that there's something moving back and forth. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a door that's just not painted or what the deal is. But whatever it is, it's gone in the next scene. Operation! Wouldn't it have made more sense if he said, bust my bumpers?
You weren't concentrating, Thomas.
Whoever chose the voice actor for James did a pretty bad job.
Lucky for you that the bumpers were there.
He sounds like a woman. So poor Thomas
That's
has been
crazy.
bossed around by Gordon, and now he's being bossed around by As it turns out, James is in the sheds because he wasn't behaving, and Sir Topham Hatt wants him to stay in there to learn a lesson. But then along comes Diesel 10 to cause some more trouble.
Help you?
Diesel 10 tells James and Thomas that they're worn out pieces of metal. But while Diesel 10 is talking to James and Thomas, a train car in the background appears and disappears.
Okay, but the thing about Diesel 10 is that, bro, he's supposed to be the modern version of a train, right? The classic diesel trains that we all see all the time. Why the fuck is there a claw on his head? What do you need that claw for? Actually.
A boy named Patch and a dog named Mud.
That train whistles sooner than it hears itself.
We then see Billy Two Feathers driving a train. Billy Two Feathers is one of the engineers on the Indian Valley Railroad. There's just something about this scene that brings back the memories. Later that day, Billy Two Feathers talks with Patch. He had just finished painting the sign and was wondering what the strange lines were.
They look like straight railroad tracks, but I can't see any tracks around here except the ones the new track on.
Billy Two Feathers tells Patch that Indian Valley is mysterious, but Patch can't stay because he has to help Burnett Stone at Muffle Mountain.
Burnett Stone ever.
Hey look, there's the fly that was bothering James. In the next scene, we cut to Muffle Mountain, and this is also where we first see Burnett Stone. Inside of Muffle Mountain was a magical engine, but only Burnett knew about it. We then abruptly cut back to Shining Time Station, and this is where we're introduced to Stacy Jones, the manager of Shining Time Station.
Hello, Shining Time Station Manager Stacy Jones speaking.
Seriously, what is this kid's problem? He's just giving his fish away.
I'll miss you, Goldie.
Now I'm going to tell you the next mistake this movie made. We're at Shining Time Station. Steamer is nowhere. Now, for those of you who don't know, Steamer was one of the main characters from Shining Time Station, and he was the funniest character on the show. But for whatever reason, he doesn't make an appearance in this movie. But anyway, Stacey Jones shows Billy Two Feathers an old drawing that Burnett Stone did.
Burnett Stone.
Meanwhile, at Muffle Mountain, Patch finds Burnett with a mysterious engine. The mysterious engine is named Lady. Burnett tells Patch that
Wow.
Burnett chased Lady and caught
How
her.
creative.
Burnett brought Lady back to Muffle Mountain, hoping to fix her back up, but unfortunately, he got hit.
Jesus precious.
We then cut back to the island of Sodor, where we see Diesel 10 and his minions Splatter and Dodge.
Actually, you said Splatter.
And Dodge. Diesel 10 tells Splatter and Dodge his plan. He wants to destroy Lady and also wants to get Mr. Conductor.
Chaos waiting for it to pan back out. But bro, why the fuck is his face chiseled into the mountain?
On top of Diesel 10's roof, but in the next scene, they're gone. Back at Shining Time Station, Mr. Conductor shows up. All aboard! It is very important. So Mr. Conductor tells Louis Two Feathers that he has to go back to Sodor. He also says goodbye to Stacy Jones. But before he leaves, Stacy shows him the drawing she found. Mr. Conductor tells Stacy he's puzzled by the drawing because it looks a lot like the island of Sodor. But ever since the magic engine disappeared, old Johnson has known how to get there. So after saying goodbye, Mr. Conductor leaves for the island of Sodor. Sparkle. When Mr. Conductor arrives on Sodor, Thomas comes to pick him up.
I have to see Sir Topham Hatt to get my orders right away.
Thomas tells Mr. Conductor that Diesel 10 is back. But Mr. Conductor isn't worried. He says he'll use his gold dust to keep Diesel 10 in order.
No, big Steve.
Why does this poster show up everywhere throughout this movie? We saw it at the beginning of the movie, and we're seeing it again. And I think later down the line, we're going to see a close-up of it. Back in Muffle Mountain, Burnett Stone is worried about Lily. He'll never be able to fix her. Meanwhile, Burnett Stone's granddaughter, Lily, is on her way to visit. Her mother and her are walking to the train station. But I never understood this scene.
I'm gonna go up this way.
She goes up a fire escape instead of just going through the door. Is she going to go up there and then go downstairs or something? Or where is she going? And what parent would let their kid do this? I mean, not only is it a stupid thing to do, but it's a rainy day. She could slip on that stair and seriously get hurt.
You're coming with me to Grandpa's maneuver. I know how much you like to travel.
Isn't she a little old to be talking to a stuffed animal? We then cut back.
Exactly, bro.
The engines were working hard and were trying their best not to be bullied by Diesel 10. But take a look at the engine that's in the sheds. If you look at Percy, you'll notice that the bottom of his fire bottle is white. When it's green, it's green. Henry tells the other engines that Lady is more powerful than Diesel will ever be because she's a magical engine.
That's why he wants to find her.
The engines decide they want to go find Lady before Diesel 10. But just when Thomas was about to leave the sheds, Harold the helicopter flew over. But
Oh, I forgot about Harold.
was that Diesel 10 had put sneezing powder everywhere. This caused the powder to get all over the engines, even Splatter and Dodge.
This must be Diesel's doing.
Look how clean Splatter and Dodge look. Just a little bit ago, they were practically white, covered in sneezing powder, but in the very next scene, they're both clean.
Dang.
We then see Mr. Conductor in Sir Topham Hatt's office. He's reading a letter that Sir Topham Hatt left.
Sir Topham Hatt. Where were you?
How is that possible? Before Mr.
No, because actually, how was that possible?
Already past the desk. There's no way he's gonna catch it in time. But somehow the picture frame goes back up.
And also, why would you lay down on the floor like that to catch a picture when you could just catch it halfway? Okay. That pissed me off.
Make sure everything is on schedule.
I will be responsible. Really
Ah. Ah. Ah.
You know how to care for the people in your life, but you also know it can't always be you. We get it. Find a caregiver who does too. When it's not you, it's care.com.
That night, all the engines were sleeping in the sheds. Mr. Conductor was tired, but he was having a little trouble falling asleep. What happens next is really strange.
So who dropped the ball then?
Where did that ball come from? It's not like Thomas kicked it. I think the sheds are haunted.
Bro.
Nice cup of hot cocoa. Would you fellas care to join me? No? What would you rather do instead? Go outside and play? Well, I can understand that.
You are talking to a bouncy ball.
You are talking to a bouncy ball.
Don't punish the bat. Punish your hand. He's the one that pushed the bat into the ball. Hey, I'm just saying, he's the one talking to balls and bats. So as Mr. Conductor gets a drink, Diesel 10 pulls up to the sheds.
Time to feast you.
Diesel 10 uses the ball to tear the sheds apart. The noise wakes up all the engines, and they realize that it's Diesel 10.
And obviously, what kind of other engine would be able to do
Conductor
that?
tries to escape, but he realizes that he's out of gold dust.
Damn.
Look at Gordon's face. It's about to come off.
Shed 17
Diesel
out.
10, Mr. Conductor threatens to put sugar in his tank. This manages to scare Diesel 10 away, but Mr. Conductor now realizes that he's out of gold dust.
Damn.
Sparkle, all the lost engine, and you can't travel near the help us anymore.
Can we all just agree that these engines have terrible voices? James and Percy both sound like women.
You just gotta stay down.
I used to think Percy was a girl for a long time.
In the nightmare, he sees
Percy is a
Shining Time Engine
girl
there,
name, bro.
and he also sees Stacy Jones looking for Mr. Conductor. Is Shining Time really gonna fall apart without Mr. Conductor? I mean, what did he do that they needed him so bad in Shining Time Station? And more importantly, why would his absence cause all of this destruction?
The juggling guy goes insane because he's the Mr. Conductor isn't there, and the juggling guy starts to juggle random stuff and then destroys the station. Yep.
Shining Time Station. And now he's in the big city far away from Shining Time Station. How dumb is this girl?
Actually.
Is the conductor right beside you? He can tell you exactly where to go.
Is it that one? Probably not.
So Lily gets on the train that Mutt told her to get on, and before long, Lily's train is heading for Shining Time.
That mood, bro. Oh. I don't know why I thought it was a
Lily has no
thing.
idea she's on the wrong train. When the song comes to an end, we see Burnett Stone reading a book, but in the distance, we can hear a whistle. The mysterious whistle is coming from Lady. We then come back
I'd
to
hit.
the Sodor. Mr. Conductor is itching James's nose.
It's all gone now?
No, still itchy.
After itching James's nose, Mr. Conductor tells James he needs to go to the windmill. There's something important he needs to find. So Mr. Conductor looks for the windmill, but unfortunately, he just can't find it.
Well, now I've completely lost my sense of direction.
To make matters worse, Mr. Conductor is completely out of gold dust, and he needs a clue from the windmill in order to find more gold dust. Meanwhile, the engines were talking about Diesel 10. They were worried he was going to take over.
Diesel is after the lost engine, and if he finds it, I fear that will destroy us all.
Why is Toby smiling? He said that he feared that Diesel 10 will destroy them all, but yet he's smiling. This is
I fear that this will destroy us all.
Even an engine as big as me?
Yes, Gordon, even you. So once the little meeting's over, Thomas heads off to find Mr. Conductor.
How about a race, Thomas?
Throughout this movie, we haven't seen any figurines. We've seen but in Birdie the Bus, we see a figurine. So just when you thought this movie couldn't get any more strange, this scene happens. Mr. Conductor finds a letter that was written by a rabbit. The letter tells him that in order to remember something, he needs to eat some vegetables.
Plane, train,
Every time Mr. Conductor takes a bite, he remembers something.
mountain. I think I'll try this one right.
He keeps taking bites out of the vegetables until finally he figures it out.
Wait a minute. Beach. Beach.
It's official. Mr. Conductor has gone insane.
Beach, that's it. Alice in Wonderland, head ass. Oh my god.
Hello? Junior, you've got to come here right away. I'm counting on you.
Mr. Conductor tells Junior, who still has some gold dust, to bring his emergency gold dust to Sodor. Meanwhile, Lily's train is needed to Shining Time Station, but this isn't where she was supposed to go.
What does that mean?
Well, maybe next time you won't take advice from a dog. Lily gets off the train and goes to the station, but nobody's in the station.
Where is everyone?
But then, Lily hears something coming from the painting. It's Junior, Mr. Conductor's cousin.
I'm Lily. Who are you?
I like how she's so calm about
No, Reginald. No, Reginald. Reginald was so fire. It's time to finally put Twinkle Toes lights out.
This causes Diesel 10 to overreact, and he knocks over the shed with Vinci. Toby is glad that he slowed Diesel 10 down. So after a song plays,
Good show! Jolly good show!
I've got boiler egg, and I'm collecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks of special items. Cool for you. Toby only runs on Welsh coal, not Island of Sodor coal. Thank you, Thomas. But when Thomas goes to collect the 6 trucks, one of the trucks doesn't couple up. The second to last truck derailed. So the truck that didn't couple up goes through magic buffers, and Thomas has no idea. Thomas, I got 5 coal trucks. 5? I'm supposed to have 6. Later on, Thomas meets with Percy at a water tower. Thomas tells Percy about the missing coal truck, and they realize that the buffers lead to the magic railroad. Thomas tells Percy to guard the buffers while he goes to find Mr. Conductor. Mr. Conductor is walking across the bridge, but then, from out of nowhere, Diesel 10 shows up.
Hello.
Mr. Conductor tries to escape, but it's too late. Diesel 10 grabs him with the machine.
Nah, cause
To drop Mr. Conductor off the bridge unless he tells him about the buffers. Now! Mr. Conductor then realizes that he's carrying pliers, but as soon as he hits the mouth,
who just carries pliers everywhere they go?
as far as possible, he manages to grab the pliers. He then cuts one of Diesel's hoses and is flung in the air to the window.
Wow.
This must be the clue to unlock the source of the gold dust.
Mr. Conductor reads mysterious lettering on the side of the window. It says, "Stuck up the magic in the mountain and the lady will smile. Then watch the swirls that spin so well." But after these 2 phrases, the rhyming disappears.
Oh, where's the rhyming gone?
Meanwhile, Spider and Dodge make fun of Diesel 10 for letting Mr. Conductor escape.
Well, I did it on purpose. You know, I was testing him to see if he could.
Out of frustration, Diesel 10 gets a hold of him and pours out on top of him.
Dumbass.
Now that's gonna ruin.
Hold on a minute. We just saw Henry passing Gordon, but now he's right beside Splatter and Dodge. Back at Mumble Mountain, Lily meets Patch for the first time.
I'm back. I'm Lily.
Patch invites Lily to go with him to Shining Time Station. Together, they ride a horse to Shining Time Station. When they arrive at the station, Lily sees Mr. Conductor's cousin, Junior.
Junior?
Junior tells Lily that he's going to the island of Sodor, and he invites her to go along.
What do you think, bud?
Always reporting. And the Walmart has over 500 million items. Walmart has dancing shoes? Walmart, you thought you knew? It's now.
Walmart has everything, bro. They're right next to Costco and that. Fuck off. Nintendo Switch 2. Why is Mario Kart $80?
So Lily and Junior head off to the island.
Cannot be worth all that. I'm telling you guys.
Missing truck. It went through the buffers and was in between the railroads. So Lily and Junior successfully make it to the island of Sodor. Thomas sees Junior and thinks that it's Mr. Conductor. It's Mr. Conductor! But after getting closer, he realizes that it's
Oh, guys, if you're wondering what this like jingling sound is in the back, it's this. I got this candy for my birthday, or whatever it's called. This bracelet for my birthday. Shout out to Raccoon Paws who made this for me. Fire friend. Mm.
Mr. Conductor forgot the rhyming on the windmill. The rhyming was their only clue at making more gold dust. And then, for some crazy reason, Junior decides to ride the windmill.
Junior, what are you doing up there? It's too windy.
Are you saying that on any other day it would be acceptable to ride a windmill? But after not listening to Mr. Conductor, Junior is flung by the windmill. Thomas Burnett Stone that Lily is missing.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stone. She wasn't at the station when I went back for her.
It's okay, Patch. We'll find her.
Your granddaughter has been abducted by a 12-inch tall man, and you're not concerned? This movie. Back on Sodor, Percy discovers that Splatter and Dodge have found the magic buffers. Oh, now what's going to happen? Now, coming up next is one of the strangest goofs I've ever seen. Look at Percy's lamp. If you look at it hard enough, you'll see that it moves. Pretty creepy.
I better run back and warn Thomas.
Percy heads back to warn Thomas about Dodge and Splat. Mr. Conductor and Lily were camping out for the night. When Lily and Mr. Conductor talk about the mysterious whistling, Mr. Conductor remembers the clue.
I heard the train whistle. It sounded like it was coming from the mountain.
Mountain. Stoke up the magic in the mountain and the lady will smile. Mr. Conductor tells Lily that they need her grandpa's help. Little do they know the magic engine is hidden away in Muffle Mountain. Burnett tells Patch that the magic railroad needs Lady, but he doesn't know how to get Lady running.
And I need to know it now more than ever.
Percy tells Thomas that if they don't take Lily back to her grandpa, Diesel might destroy the magic railway and Lily would be stuck on the island of Sodor. So Mr. Conductor tells Thomas to take Lily back to Muffle Mountain. I'll try. So Thomas takes Lily to the magic buffers.
Pull my finger.
Thomas makes it through the magic buffers and travels through the magic railway.
But I'm not afraid.
Along the way, Thomas sees his missing coal truck. Thomas and Lily decide that they should go pick up the truck because it might be part of the clue. Thomas couples to the coal truck and they continue with their Thomas's coal truck is missing.
Not this actually. Where the fuck did it go?
Where are we? Muffle Mountain, Thomas.
Why is there no bridge? How did Lady even travel to the magic railroad? Assuming this is the only set of tracks that leads there, it would be impossible for an engine to get there.
I think I feel a little dizzy.
Lily needs Thomas to go find her grandpa and promises to come back, but a gust of wind blows Thomas off.
Wow.
Lily runs into Patch and gets a ride to her grandpa's.
How'd you know he can't run?
Thomas continues to roll down the hill and eventually goes into the ground. Back at Muffle Mountain, Burnett Stone is worried about his granddaughter. He needs to get Lady running more than ever.
Grandpa!
I'm so glad to see you.
He really was so glad. Wouldn't he have been a little more?
I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad to see you. I was so worried.
Out in trains? They said you might have been there.
Lily tells Burnett that they have to go back to the island of Sodor. But Burnett tells her that he can't get rid of Christine.
I can't let Christine.
Lily then remembers that they brought a coal truck from the island of Sodor. Lily tells Patch to go get some of the coal.
You think you can get some? Of course I will.
Back on the island of Sodor,
Of course I will.
the scrap engine looks a lot like Donald or Douglas. Right after Junior is flunked from Diesel 10, the screen shifts to the right. I'll play it at normal speed so you can see it better. James is missing his whistle. So just when it looks like Diesel 10 is going to destroy James, Junior blows his whistle one last time. The whistle has just enough gold dust to help him escape. And we can see that James's whistle is back.
Bye, James.
If we can see Junior's shadow, shouldn't we see James's shadow? That would have added more realism to the movie. Can't you see James's shadow moving along the screen?
Sorry to be so long, cuz.
Mr. Conductor and Junior realize that they're completely out of gold dust.
Who's watching the streamer now, bro? If you're watching the streamer now, type in chat.
Oh no, it's that teleporting dog again. Who does he even belong to? Does he live in Shining Time Station? Or does he live with Burnett? Maybe he's a magic dog from the Magic Railroad. I don't know. What do you guys think? So apparently
I swear to fuck, if I check the comments and the top one is who's watching it this in 2020. Oh, comments are turned off. Well, that sucks.
the Magic Railroad. And when she makes it there, she gets a face.
Mm.
And what happens next makes absolutely no sense to me. railroad. We saw him go through a hole in the ground, but this just doesn't make sense. Is it like an endless loop of tracks? Like no matter which route you take, you always end up on the same track?
Yes.
I guess that's what makes it magical. So Lady and Thomas make it to the island of Sodor.
We're on the island of Sodor.
They then find Junior and Mr. Conductor.
Do you realize who this is? I reckon this is one beautiful engine.
Junior then realizes that this is the lost engine, but Mr. Conductor tells him they still need gold dust to get back to Shining Time.
Without it, the magic can't exist.
Just then, Thomas shows up on the island of Sodor. And what took him so much longer? He was right behind Lady.
There's the blue platform.
Unfortunately, Diesel 10 finds Thomas.
What are the nicknames that bro's giving these people? Puffball, Twinkle Toes. Okay, 1980s bully. I mean, this was made in like the 1990s, but
Hear what Diesel 10 said. Calling Sparkler and Thomas by their individual names, he called them squads. He mashed their names together. I never noticed that. Lady, Burnett Stone, and
anyways, as I was saying, bro, what is bro yapping about? Like, what's next? You gonna ask me for my lunch money?
Conductor realizes that the magic engine is Lady. She's part of the source of the gold dust. And here comes the next scoop. In this next scene, we can see that both Lady and Thomas are smiling. There's another scoop. On top of Diesel 10 is a figurine. There it is. You can see it right there. Believe it or not, there were supposed to be two villains in this movie. Not too long ago, this video leaked showing an evil character named P.T. Boomer. He was supposed to originally be in the movie. In fact, the entire movie was supposed to be completely different. But for whatever reason, the movie was changed, and P.T. Boomer was taken out. But in this one scene, they forgot to remove P.T. Boomer.
PT Boomer for
As Thomas and Lady approach the viaduct, we see Burnett Stone talking to Lady. But in the next scene, Burnett's nowhere to be seen.
Nah, her windows are just really fogged up.
As Lady and Thomas go over the viaduct, it starts to crumble. And here comes the next scoop. When Thomas goes over the crumbled section, we can see a rope pulling him. Thomas makes it over the bridge just in time. But shouldn't we see some smoke from Thomas's stack in the air? So Thomas and Lady are now safe, but Diesel 10 is in big trouble.
Isn't he like 100, like
Now smiling.
400 pounds, bro? How the fuck did that hold him up?
Okay, there's two things wrong with this scene. Diesel 10 was in a vertical position, but when he falls, he's in a horizontal position. And there's no way Diesel 10 could have landed perfectly in that barge. He would have had to rotate nearly 180 degrees in the air.
Next time of the year for a cruise.
After the chase is over, they discover how to make more gold dust. By mixing the gold shavings with a little bit of water, gold dust could be made.
Throw it up in the air.
Mr. Conductor and Junior
Gold dust.
they finally had gold dust again.
Baby, you were a really helpful engine.
Make out.
Junior gives Lily some gold dust. Mr. Conductor lets him work on the railway, and he takes off. Oh no, not this again.
Oh yes, Sir Topham Hatt.
Sir Topham Hatt calls Mr. Conductor to see how things are going.
Everything is under control. Goodbye, sir.
Mr. Conductor then heads back to Shining Time. Lily gives her grandpa the gold dust, and her grandpa decides to put it on the Bluebird.
Now, we'll always remember our shining time together.
We then cut to a country scene. And do you see that family walking down below? Believe it or not, this is a scene from the original movie. Patch and Lily get married, and this is their family. Another fun fact, Lily was
Insane, man.
supposed to narrate this movie. So we head back to Shining Time, and we see that everything is back to normal. Everyone's happy, doing their own thing, and Mr. Conductor is working at Shining Time again. I wouldn't eat that if I were you. There's got to be a ton of nasty chemicals in that box.
And so we've come to the happy end to go home. Just like Thomas.
Peak.
Thought that was it? Nope, there's one more goof. It's in the credits. In the credits, it says the trains, and it says the people that voiced them. But under the list of the trains, we see Birdie, Harold, and Annie and Clarabelle. These characters are not trains.
Whoa.
And that was Thomas and the Magic Railroad goofs. These were all the goofs that I spotted, and I just want to thank you guys for supporting these goof videos. It's been
Alright, that's gonna wrap it up for the stream. It's almost an hour long now, so
Season 2 will begin very soon.
yeah.
Now, if you guys saw some
See ya.
things that I didn't